Every race has highs and lows.
Congratulations.
Some races have more lows than highs. This was one of them.
It was a battle of my own mind and my will. A lot of times I wanted to quit. I took a lot of punches in the face, it feels like, and I let myself down.
Fourth race of the season. First one that I didn't feel the best, so not too disappointed with it, but still not satisfied. Downstream was as advertised. PR swim. I'm usually coming in at 40 and some change. I was expecting to come in at 35. I got out of the water and looked at my watch and it said 32, so that's definitely one of the big highs of the day. I may have burned too many matches on the bike. It was a serious bike course. I mean, it was legit. I think I may have underestimated it just a little bit, thinking that maybe I could come in with a quicker time, but there's just more climbs than you really feel like there are when you're driving the course like we did prior. But I still feel like I came in with a good bike split. I may have burned a match or two extra there. That may have been the reason for my run. And that run was a sufferfest. I don't know my splits, but I'm pretty sure that was my slowest half marathon of the season. Second high of the day was probably about mile 6. It's kind of on the back side of the course, kind of runs along the levee where the swim is. I'm walking, I'm in a sufferfest, and some of the pros are getting their bikes and they're cycling back, and I see up ahead that it's Big Mets. He gives me a thumbs up and says, "Let's go." So that'll pump you up when Big Mets throws you some props.
Keep it moving, keep it moving.
Good. My unofficial time is about 5:42. Little mishap about a mile and a half ago. This course runs across several train tracks, and someone didn't let the train operator know that there was a race going on, and we all got stuck by the train for about 5 minutes. So that'll be interesting to see how they handle that. But that's out of my control. That's really not anything that really affected my race. It was just me, and just when you race as often as we do, it's just inevitable that one of these races isn't going to go to plan, and today was that day. Those are my initial thoughts. Tough day. Ask me again in 48 hours. Just real talk, that's how it goes sometimes. Spectators, volunteers. I know we say this every race. I know we do, but damn, this course, this community, they were all out along the run course. There were several along the bike course, just out in the middle of nowhere. And just the signs that they made, they kept you moving. They kept you moving, and they were cheering for everyone. They weren't just cheering for their athlete, they were cheering for everyone. And it motivates you and gets you to pick up your pace a little bit. So kudos to the community of Augusta and all the volunteers. Amazing.
There's not much to say about this one other than triathlon is a cruel sport. And today was probably my worst. Not by time, but by experience. And I can only feel disappointed in myself and ashamed of my time, and apologetic for everybody who spent the day tracking and wondering what was going on. I know I'm really fortunate to be able to do this sport, and I love this sport. Swim is great. I mean, not too many times in my life will I probably see a 29-minute swim. And felt like I was flying, man. Those buoys were going quick. Came out of the water, and I knew I wasn't gonna rush through transition, so I just made sure to gather myself and get prepared for a challenging bike ride. And it was a challenging bike ride, but I don't think the bike was any less than I expected, considering how my legs have felt the last few weeks. So kind of on par for what I thought I would do, maybe a little slower. Of course, I'd always like to be faster. Somebody standing in line with us before the swim start asked me if this was my first. And I kind of giggled and I said, no, it's number 23. But I raced like a rookie today. In transition, I forgot to put a water bottle on my bike. So I had no water for the first 15 miles, and I didn't want to drink my concentrated infinite mix without water. So I went 15 miles without anything. I mean, the temperatures were cool, so I don't think that put me too far behind, but I tried to play catch up from there. I had issues with my watch. I had issues with my bike computer. It restarted just on its own at mile 5. I had issues with my drink bottle cage, my infinite cage. It started rattling, squeaking like it was gonna fall off. But everything I checked while I could while I was riding seemed fine. It was just a loud, squeaking noise, and that was in the back of my head the whole way. And this course is not forgiving. I think if you weren't going downhill, it was a constant uphill, whether it was gradual or steep, but you're just constantly working out there. Got a little reprieve about mile 40, and that was nice. I did like my average pace for the last 16 miles. That was nice, but be prepared to work the front half of this course and some. Got to the run. I knew, I had to manage expectations. I was thinking 2:30. Definitely not what I turned in today, not even close. First mile, calves were crampy. I took salt the first couple of aid stations, that seemed to settle it. I had a decent pace. I was accepting where I was at the time, but I knew it wasn't what I'm capable of or what I wanted to do, but it was what I was gonna do on this day. And I'll say I really went to some dark places on the run. You hear triathletes talk about that, and I've never experienced it, but today was that day. It was hard. It was a battle of my own mind and my will. A lot of times I wanted to quit. Right about mile 6, I kind of felt like I got a second wind. Aid station over by St. Paul's Church, they were awesome. I got to dancing a little bit, then I looked up and I saw our friend Colin standing there. And then I looked a little past him and saw a train stopped on the tracks. A little over halfway to go in the race, and at that point, I was tired of fighting, tired of battling. I was tired of trying to overcome. I took a lot of punches in the face, it feels like, and I let myself down. It's not who I am, and I know I've got potential. I know I work really hard. I put in the effort. I'm dedicated, passionate. I love this sport. But today, it wasn't reciprocated, and I knew it wasn't going to be my best effort by any means. But I sure didn't think it would be down at the bottom. Back to the drawing board, kind of disconnect for a little bit, figure out what went wrong, what I can do better. And now, on to Indian Wells, California in December, and hopefully end the season on a positive note. It's been a tough one. No guarantees, but finishes aren't guaranteed. But I got there today, a lot of will. I didn't quit. I wanted to, but I didn't do it. So, finish line, finish medal, on to the next.